Fresh lab rats. Sign in with the room code and don't forget to take a picture or draw yourself for our records. Welcome to Role Models, the game that asks, what if a high school science fair was a popularity contest? Here at the lab, we skip the formalities. Got it? Give me a category to start us off. Ideally something everybody knows a little bit about. Which great bad movie are you? So, on your device, you've got the names of your fellow lab rats. Drag each one to the role you think fits them best. That includes yourself. Oh, and you'll see a little 99% sign next to each role. Tap that to lock in the answer you're 99% certain will match what everyone else picks. I'll make it worth your while if you're right, so make sure to pick someone. When everyone's given out their roles, we'll check out the results. Let's see who's who. Bring up those votes. Take out the outliers. We have our winner. Yippee! I like to reward my lab rats for positive behavior, so I'll give you guys these nutritious science pellets. Whenever your answers match the group. Whoever has the most at the end is my lab rat of the month. Plus, they're delicious. Subjects who already have a role don't need another one, so let's lose these votes. You're terrible, in a classic kind of way. You really know yourself, or at least what your friends think of you. That 99% guess paid off. Personally, I think you're more shock than terror. And your 99% guess was 100% right. Here's where we ended up. And here's how many science pellets everyone has. Just a reminder, I'll reward you with pellets when your answers match the group or when you do the best in a tiebreaker experiment. Keep that in mind if you want to be the winning test subject. Give me another category. Which novelty t-shirt are you? Okay, make those matches. And remember to tap the 99% button next to the combo you feel most strongly about. Let's see that data. Hey, you got the role you wanted. There's our lineup. And real quick, you are scary good at this. Do you want a job? Okay, I feel like I'm getting to know you guys, so let's see if I can do anything with the data we have so far. You, according to your roles, you're this, and you're also this. You can't be both. We're going to find out which quality fits you better. What's your go-to movie when you're in a really bad mood? Answer this prompt on your device. Then the other subjects will vote on your response. There you have it. Vote on your devices now. How's that? You two, your roles tell me you've got something in common. I can't stand not knowing who's better. When skydiving, what's the coolest thing to shout as you jump out of a plane? Answer the prompt on your devices, and we'll settle this once and for all. There it is. Vote on your devices now. No clear winner there. Let's go with what the supercomputer predicted and give it to you. Okay, choose your final category. Which flavor are you? Don't overthink this. Let's see where we landed. Aww. Woo-hoo. You are on fire with these matches. Get this roll. Pucker up. That's the lineup. One last thing before we close the book on this experiment. Let's see what else we can determine from your roles. Based on your roles, you're total opposites. At least in this one extremely specific way. We're not leaving here until we find out which of you is better at being you. You're organizing a singles mixer. What do you call it? I want both of you to write an answer that really plays up the characteristic above you. The rest of you will decide who wins. Vote on your devices now. We were all thinking the same thing on that one. Your rolls tell me that you're polar opposites. If you look at the data a certain way, that is. Science demands an experiment to see which of you is better for science. If you had an unlimited budget, what would your ideal Halloween costume be? Write your answer on your device. That's what they came up with. Vote on your devices now. Yeah, I'd call that pretty conclusive. I can tell from your rolls, you two are complete opposites. From a very specific point of view, anyway. We're gonna pit you against each other and see who wins. You discover a microphone that can broadcast a message to every person on Earth. What do you say? Enter your answer on your device. That's what we're working with. Vote on your devices now. Ooh, too close to call. Judging by all the other data points, we're going with you. That was the final piece of data. Get ready for your final rolls as determined by everything your fellow subjects said about you. And my favorite little lab rat with the most total science pellets is... category to get us started. Vote for your favorite, but try to make it something everybody knows a little bit about. Which children's book describes your love life? Assign those roles. Let's see what everyone picked. Nice use of the 99%. Here's our lineup, and here's everyone's science pellets. Remember, you get pellets when your answers match the group or you perform the best in a tiebreaker experiment. Keep that in mind if you want to be the lab rat of the month. What's our next category? Which cat from the musical Cats are each of you? Let the truth-telling begin. And make sure to tap that 99% next to the role you're sure you're right about. Let's find out who you are. Hooray! Meow freak. What a goof. You're the boss. And we've got some 99% bonus pellets to award. Ooh, still no role for you after all that data. Don't worry, I've got a consolation role that might do the job. Everyone vote on which role fits our neglected subject the best. I have no way of knowing how you feel about this. You get the role and some science pellets. Here's where we landed. And by the way, you are nailing this. You know more about your friends than you probably should. Okay, you've each got some roles under your belt. Let's see what the data tells us. You guys, your roles tell me you share a common characteristic. You guys are like twins, but one of you has to be better. You're hired as a clown for a birthday. How do you entertain the kids? Answer the prompt on your devices, and we'll settle this once and for all. There's the data. Vote on your devices now. All tied up. Okay, the algorithm picks you. Last category. Pick something good. Fail the Willy Wonka tour. Okay, make those matches. Let's see where we landed. Honk. Hooray! This is how I want to die. At least you're full of antioxidants. Nice job reading the room, my man. Here's how it all shook out. One last thing before we end the experiment. Let's see if there are any more interesting patterns in those roles. Your roles tell me that you're polar opposites. If you look at the data a certain way, that is. We're not leaving here until we find out which of you is better at being you. What is the least secure password you can think of? I want both of you to write an answer that matches the trait above you. Your peers will decide whose answer fits the best. Okay, there's the data. Vote on your devices now. Looks like a tie. Our extensive background research says the real winner is you. You two. Your roles tell me you share a common personality trait. Which is cute and all, but there can be only one. You're invited to an anything but clothes party. What do you wear? Answer the prompt on your devices, and we'll settle this once and for all. That's the raw data. Vote on your devices now. In science, we call that a shutout. That was the final piece of the puzzle. Here come your final roles as determined by everything your fellow lab rats said about you. And our winning lab rat with the most total science pellets is... Vote for a category to get us started. Ideally, something everyone knows a little bit about. Which Batman fits each of you best? Assign those roles. Let's see that data. Yippee! You called it. You guessed it. Nice use of the 99%. All right, we've got our... Don't forget, You get those tasty pellets when your answers match the group, or you earn a role in a tiebreaker experiment. Keep that in mind if you want to beat your fellow guinea pigs. Okay, moving on to the next experiment. Which facial hair fits you best? Don't overthink this. And don't forget to tap that 99% next to the role you're most sure about. Let's see what everyone picked. Woohoo! Wax on, baby. Keep your chin up. And your 99% guess was 100% right. You are the king of sideburns. Yippee! You've really got yourself pegged. Here's who's who. Oh, and you? You are freaking me out with these predictions. Get out of everyone's heads. Okay, we've got some solid info on each of you. Now let's run the numbers and see if anything interesting pops up. Based on your roles, you're total opposites. At least in this one extremely specific way. Science demands an experiment to see which of you is better for science. You and your other single friends are out at a club. What's your goal for the evening? I want both of you to write an answer that fits the trait above your head. The others will decide who did the best. There you go. Vote on your devices now. Wow, this was the role you were made for. You guys, your roles tell me you share a common characteristic. I can't stand not knowing who's better. What would you like a lifetime supply of? Answer the prompt on your devices, and we'll settle this once and for all. Here it is. Vote on your devices now.